quite a few pets throughout my life, mostly cats, dogs, one very tragic goldfish that was short-lived, one at a carnival. I don't like to think of Speedy, it's very traumatic. So when I was a couple years old, we got a cat. I'm pretty sure he was mentally handicapped and could not defend himself at all. He was an indoor-outdoor cat who lost both of his ears within 6 months. And then my parents told me he ran away. Learned the hard way that he did not while digging in the backyard. But after Fred left, my parents were debating on getting a dog or a cat. My dad wanted a dog, mom wanted a cat. So we got a cat. And then began the difficult task of naming the cat, as we all submitted entries and were denied over and over again by other members of the family, until one day my mom was yelling at my dad to bring her a Sprite, and she got the cat instead. So the cat became Sprite. And Sprite was, you ever see those movies where like the kid's running through the woods and he's got that loyal dog and it's a lot of fun? That was Sprite, but she was a cat. And I don't know who fired the first shot, Sprite or my dad, but they fought constantly. And I don't think my dad ever won one confrontation. But Sprite was generous. She was constantly bringing gifts for the family. Squirrels, chipmunks, a live crow once. That was one of the most fun and scary moments, as I heard my mother screaming from the end of the street, only to find her swinging a broom like it was a mace, before tossing it to me and barricading herself in her bedroom and telling me to deal with the damn crow. The best part was the cat sat there the entire time just watching. It thrived on chaos, and I respect that in an animal, because it makes life more interesting. But going back to the rivalry, right? One of the greatest moments of my life, and I've had many great moments, was sitting on my porch as a small, tiny little child playing with my Ninja Turtles. When I see at the bottom of the hill, the cat, Sprite, barreling up the hill, full speed. Now, at the top of the hill is my father, grilling. And I see the cat heading right for him. And I'm like, what is going on? When I notice about 1.5 feet in front of the cat is a tiny chipmunk.
Oh my God.
My dad sees none of this. And I'm sitting there captivated as I watch that chipmunk run right up the inside of his pant leg. And then the cat, seeing where the chipmunk went, attacked my father. So now my dad, holding a spatula in one hand, is pushing the cat with his other while punching himself repeatedly in the groin area, trying to dislodge whatever is now inside there. And I'm stunned. But it gets better. Because he abandons all hope of ever defeating this invisible force and decides to drop trout. And so he just throws his pants down, and this little chipmunk pops out and takes off, and the cat goes after. And my dad's standing there holding a spatula with his pants around his ankles and his whitey tighties, completely confused, like, what the hell is that? And I am just in tears because I have now witnessed the greatest moment ever, and it will never get better. That cat was by and far my favorite. And not just for that moment, but she was crafty, she was cunning. When we first got her, we couldn't understand why she kept clawing the railing for the stairs going into the basement, until one day her vision became clear. And what it was the cat waited for my dad in the darkness to go down the stairs and then attacked him, at which point he grabbed the railing, which after years and years of clawing gave way. And all we heard was a mighty crack, followed by my father yelling, "Fucking cat!" and then a loud crash. That cat will always be my favorite. And I lost tally over the years, but I can assure you my father did not score a single point on that cat. And so much so the cat lived 10 years longer than he did, to the age of 25. And I hope one day to have another cat that's as awesome as that. Thank you.